to go to fight for it. Democracy cannot thrive on the backs of docile citizens. We must be actively participants in the democracy of this country. And we want nothing but transparent elections that will guarantee our right to choose our leaders. Without the right of self-determination, democracy is hollow. And every democracy at one point in time must be tested. Ghana democracy is under serious threat now. And we want to prevail. We shall overcome. Every democracy has the risk of producing a tyrant. But what tests the resilience of that democracy is our ability to fight the tyrant and defeat him and install democracy once again. Is being subjected with the test, and we shall prevail. Democracy lovers shall prevail. Elections alone does not guarantee democracy. It is democratic-minded persons, democratic-minded citizens who are ready to fight for their rights who can guarantee democracy. Once upon a time, when this country was under colonialism, our leaders like Asiedu, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Adete, they got up and decided to fight so that those of us living now can live in peace. They fought. Some people died, but that is the reason why we are living today. And so today is our time. We are ready. We must not let our ancestors down. We must not let our future generations down. It is our time to fight. What we are doing is to prevent war in this country. If you want to prevent war, you fight to remove everything that has the tendency to generate into war. There's no sitting on the fence. If you sit on the fence today and allow conflict to mature into war, you will be conscripted into the army to fight and die. So instead of waiting for war to break, for you to be conscripted to go and fight and die, fight now against the elements that are generating the conflict. Not for any big favor. We are not asking for favor for the electoral commission or the Latifado or Baumia. We are demanding our right to free and fair elections. So we are warning them. Today is only the beginning. If they think that after the demonstration everybody will go to sleep, if they don't receive commission, and we will fight and fight and fight till the right thing is done. For your small time, I want to believe that we can now begin the march. The march is beginning, and we are marching for victory. We are marching to save our country. It is now or never. There is no sitting on the fence. You are either part of the problem or you are part of the solution. Let every youth, unemployed youth in this country get up. And let us fight to save our country. Let us fight to save our economy. Let us fight to save the lives of numerous Ghanaians who cannot walk, who cannot come out. But we are here today. we are going to fight. And we will fight and fight and fight. You want to send a message to those who pretend to be peace-loving. If you pretend to be peace-loving and you are condoning wrongdoing, you are actually the one who is brooding conflict in this country. Those who want peace must prepare and fight against the element that will bring disruption in the country. That is why we are ready to fight against the element that will disturb our democracy. So thank you very much, and may God bless our homeland Ghana. We will not retreat, and we will not surrender. We are going straight for victory. Victory for our democracy. Victory for not only the democracy, but victory for the democracy and freedom of this country. Thank you very much.
Ago on the streets of the capital, which resulted in some bloodshed. Let's try pick thoughts as well quickly from the leadership of Arise Ghana. You've decided to join the NDC today to be on the streets. The big question is why?
It's a very simple reason. If there's a system that doesn't need an audit in this country, then it means it is not the best system. As and when you are able to compile a register, that you are aware that because of its deficiency, you would have to have it exhibited. If there has been an exhibition and we have seen a very huge chunk of error, in some instances deliberate error, and you are telling us you cannot audit it, then what have you to hide? It will have to mean that they have something to hide. So whatever they have hidden in the register, they have to now let us eliminate it before we go into the election. If not, it will not be fair.
If not, it will not be fair. The EC has made the point that, look, a demonstration is not important. What do you say to that?
They are not democratic. They are a bunch of undemocratic individuals, very dictatorial. I mean, the fact that you have an independence doesn't mean you are an EC unto yourself. Without us, there is no electoral commission. Without the electorate, we can't have an election. So, I mean, they have to understand that they are in service to the people of this country, and they are not serving themselves. They are not serving their paymasters. They have shown clearly that they are players instead of referees. I mean, if you have nothing to hide, let us go into an audit and have the whole electoral roll registered. I mean, audited. If we audit it and it comes out that the auditing has not shown anything, I mean, everyone will have a very clear mind to the extent that everything will be fair. But until we are able to see transparency, then you should be, I mean, aware that the people are up for something. And if anyone tries to want to rig the election, it will not call for peace in this country. Our existence as an organization is to call for peace, and that is the only reason why we have come here, to make sure that we support the National Democratic Congress in our quest for peace. Because if there is anything rigging in the next election, we will see Ghana again. Myself, I wouldn't want to have a president who has rigged an election to lead me, and I'll call for anything. So in the best interest of all of us, in our own interest, we should call for a forensic audit. That will help for everyone to know the fairness and the transparency in the electoral roll.
Thank you. And the leadership of Arise Ghana as well, sharing their true thoughts as to why they are on the streets today. And it continues to be lots and lots and lots of supporters of the NDC who are here in their numbers, and being a part of this particular protest, as we've been witnessing all throughout the morning up until this point in time. and we will engage a bit more individuals, persons within the NDC as well. Let's try and pick a bit more thoughts. Honorable, thank you very much. You in the NDC, you've made the case quite simply. The EC says it's not possible. Come to the table for a conversation. Interestingly as well, civil society groups have made the argument as well that you should go for a conversation and not necessarily a protest. How do you respond to the Peace Council, Codeo, all making such claims and asking you to go and meet the EC instead of being on?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Let me say that in every situation, there are stakeholders. I think that NDC is a prime stakeholder in the election. Those other people who are talking about this particular situation are not going to contest any election. The NDC is going to contest an election, and the NDC is going to invest in that election. And so the NDC must be very, very clear in its mind that the election that is going to contest in, the field is level, so that they can contest the elections in a manner that at the end of the day it will be fair and transparent. And so that's the reason why the NDC will insist that the forensic audit has to be done. Now let me tell you something. Somebody may ask, why is the NDC protesting? It's not the first time that the NDC has protested. The MDC has protested in the past, and the NPP has protested in the past. Now it's not also the case that the NDC did not try to meet the Electoral Commission for these matters to be resolved. The NDC actually met the Electoral Commission and the matters were not resolved.